Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for August 15th, 2025. Firstly, we've been following the developments in international diplomacy as Russian President Vladimir Putin met with U.S. President Donald Trump at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Alaska to discuss the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The talks are centered around finding a peaceful resolution, but the complexities and nuances involved make it essential to consider diverse viewpoints. In another story, we reported on the potential investment by the Trump administration in Intel Corporation, one of the world's leading chip makers. This move aims to revive U.S. chip ambitions and reduce dependence on foreign manufacturers. While the details are still unclear, experts warn that nationalizing a company can have unintended consequences. Lastly, we covered the tensions between the U.S. and other nations, particularly in the context of technological competition and global trade. The situation with Intel serves as a reminder of the high stakes involved in these complex relationships. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis on these developing stories as more information becomes available. I'm Walter, and we'll see you again soon. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know it's right now. Here's a brief summary of the top stories we've been following today. Firstly, we're closely monitoring a developing story about the growing alliance between Russia and North Korea. The two nations have been strengthening their ties in recent months, with significant implications for global politics and security. Secondly, we're tracking a disturbing story out of Pakistan, where rights groups have filed a lawsuit against German ministers over the deportation of Afghans from the country. This comes as Pakistan begins deporting documented Afghan refugees ahead of a September deadline, which could force over 1 million people to leave. Lastly, in business news, Slate Grocery REIT has announced its distribution for August, providing durable cash flows and potential capital appreciation for unitholders. The company's portfolio consists of grocery-anchored properties across major U.S. metro markets, making them a reliable source of income. These are just a few of the stories we've been covering today. For more in-depth analysis and updates, please tune in to our individual reports on each story. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, I'm Barbara. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curall.
Thank you, Barbara. First, we explored the intersection of love and relationships in the public eye, highlighting the challenges faced by celebrities in maintaining their private lives amidst intense scrutiny. Next, we traveled to Burkina Faso, where we delved into the impact of climate change on traditional communities. We saw firsthand how the people of Tibble are adapting to severe weather conditions, from droughts to floods, and finding innovative ways to preserve their way of life. Lastly, our journey took us back to the small town of Tibble, where we witnessed the power of community and tradition in the face of adversity. We met local farmers using ancient techniques to conserve water, saw vibrant cultural heritage woven into everyday life, and felt the warmth of a community that comes together to support one another. These stories remind us of the diversity and complexity of our world, from the personal struggles of individuals under public gaze to the collective resilience of communities facing environmental challenges. They inspire us to continue exploring, learning, and sharing the human experiences that connect us all. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night, and let's continue to explore our world with empathy, understanding, and a commitment to fairness and balance. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. Tonight, we're summarizing the latest scoops from Tinseltown and beyond. First off, we had a heartwarming story about Rachel Brosnahan and her hubby, Jason Ralph. These lovebirds have been keeping their relationship under wraps, but we spilled all the tea, from how they met on an indie movie set to their secret wedding ceremony. And can we just take a moment to appreciate Rachel's stunning red carpet looks? Next up, we dived into the fascinating world of Hollywood couples, but then took a detour into the music scene with Megadeth's big announcement. The thrash metal pioneers are calling it quits after 17 studio albums and will embark on a global farewell tour. We're sad to see them go, but also excited for their fans who'll get to experience an unforgettable show. And who knows, maybe this isn't really goodbye? That's all for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of entertainment. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep on keeping on. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we explored the critical role of Arctic microbes in shaping our climate future. Researchers are working to preserve these unique microorganisms, which could hold the key to innovative biotechnological solutions. The fate of our planet depends on our ability to understand and address the complex interactions between microbes, climate, and ecosystems. Next, we delved into the world of fungi, trees, and conservation. Scientists are mapping the delicate networks of fungal life that support ancient rainforests, with significant implications for conservation efforts and sustainable forestry practices. By understanding these networks, we can develop more effective strategies for restoring degraded landscapes and mitigating the effects of climate change. Lastly, we celebrated the success of a pioneering approach to mitigating human-wildlife conflict in Botswana. The initiative has not only increased the lion population, but also improved the livelihoods of local communities by promoting sustainable livestock management and creating a market for certified wildlife-friendly beef. This holistic approach serves as a model for other regions facing similar challenges, demonstrating the power of collaborative conservation efforts. These stories highlight the interconnectedness of our planet and the need for innovative solutions to address the complex issues we face. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of science, conservation, and sustainability. Until next time, I'm David, and this is the AI Daily Press. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.